Hello, hello, hello. We are here. We are live, in fact. L-I-V-E live with some Masterball ranked content. I forgot to put up my green screen. Let me put up my green screen really quickly. Whoosh. There we go. Green screen is now up. We are live. We're live. We're gonna get to Masterball. I'm kidding. We're not getting to Masterball today, but we are gonna be getting to Masterball at some point. Let me. Oh, I just realized I didn't unmute the. I thought I unmuted that at least. My bad. Howdy, Cody. How are you doing today? Welcome to the stream. Howdy, Captain April. Welcome to the stream. We're gonna be getting to Masterball today. Let me lower my audio because I can't have my headphones fully on right now. I actually just got my ears pierced literally yesterday, so it hurts a teensy bit just with these, just like because it was very recent. It'll be fine, but yeah, so I just gotta, because of that, I just gotta turn down the audio so I don't get reverb. Only on my end, not on your guys' end. You guys will be fine. But yeah, so welcome to the Monogo's to Masterball stream. I'll go over the rules for this at a couple different points in the stream, so for anyone who watches the whole thing through, I'm very sorry for the rehash, but I'm gonna, just because people will be joining, obviously. So essentially what we're gonna be doing today, we have a fresh account. This is actually one of my rental code accounts that I have not used for Masterball runs since Regulation B. I think the last one I might have done was, no, it was Regulation C, because it was all of the ruined Pokemon to Masterball. I don't even think that was on this save anyway. I'm pretty sure it was on, I think it was on another save. Anyway, not important. I'm pretty sure we're at rank, like literal rank 1. New season started, yada, yada, yada. What rank are we at? Yep, rank 1. Okay, perfect. That's what I expected. So we're gonna go straight from rank 1 to Masterball today. The only rules are we have to not only use every Pokemon in this box, but we have to get a win with every Pokemon in this box. The only Pokemon that we are allowed to use today are the Pokemon in this box. I'm gonna name it Spooky just because I want to. This is a reflexive choice. So only the Pokemon in the Spooky box can be used. We can use any of the 30 of these. Once they get a win, they can be used again. However, every single Pokemon on here needs to be not only on the 6 team that we use, but they all need to get brought to the set of 4 and hit the field at least at one point. For example, if let's say I bring this whole top row here, right? This whole top row here is the start team for whatever reason. And game 1, I just bring these first 4. But Sinistcha never actually hits the field. These 3 have now hit their minimum requirement. Sinistcha still does need to get used. That way then, every Pokemon has to have some form of impact, even if it's just existing on the field. So that way then we can show off all 30. I think that makes the most sense for the run, because otherwise it's just kind of here. However, to balance out, because some of these Pokemon are really bad, like really, really bad, I am allowing myself Terra types that are not Ghost. Because one, it only affects one Pokemon per team. And when we do eventually do this for other types, like maybe Bug or like Rock, the types are going to get really unusable, depending on what you guys choose. So with that in mind, I wanted to choose at least like the Terra option. Obviously, again, like not all of these are, I think there are some Ghost types, like for example, Hisui's Arc is going to still be Ghost type. We do have, that'll also probably play into the bluff, frankly, so it's kind of advantageous there. Mimikyu's still going to be a Ghost type. This one, again, kind of advantageous mostly for Curse, if anything. So there are still some Ghost Terras. It's like we banned Ghost Terra, but again, we have a nice, diverse spread of Pokemon here. And I think it really, like, the Pokemon that are going to be using Ghost Terra, it's either the Pokemon that I really wanted a heavy-hitting Ghost move on, like the Poltergeist spammers, I have Ghost on both of them. But otherwise, it's like a bluffing mechanic. Or, like, again, Terra Blast Ghost on Pull is advantageous. We're running a Bandit set that may as well. So, yeah. So, we have all 30 of these, and then all 30 of these Pokemon, we cannot change anything about them, with the sole exception, the last rules. The Pokemon have to be used exactly as they are, with the exception that I am allowed to change an item purely if it breaks item clause. That is the only time I'm allowed to choose a different item. For example, if I decided I just wanted to run Booster Speed Flutter Mane, I cannot do that. But if I have Flutter Mane and, I don't know, what's another Choice Specs? Did I not bring another Choice Specs user? I swear I have another Choice Specs user. I swear I have another Choice Specs user. I know that we have some. Let me go to Held Items. Okay. Alright, perfect. Okay, so let's say that I wanted to bring Spectrier and Goldango to the same game. I could, if I'm not bringing Annihilate, I could maybe make Goldango like a Citrus Berry. If I'm not bringing Flutterman, I can go with Choice Specs. But I cannot change the item if, let's say, I was just using this top row Pokemon, because all 6 of these Pokemon have different items. So that's the only time I'm allowed to change the item. Otherwise, it's just the mons as they are. I figured that makes the most unique experience. So we can, again, try and show off the Pokemon as much as possible without trying to get, like, you know, 90 different Fluttermanes, all different speed creeps, different Terras, etc. Because at that point, that gets a little excessive, you know? We got to commit to what we have, and if we don't have it, we don't have it. So with that said, let's start building off our first version of the team. Obviously, Fluttermane will probably be on pretty much all of these. I want to go with the... So let's try and show off some of the Pokemon that'll be a little harder to justify early on. I'm going to try and hopefully get everything at least used at, like, Great Ball and higher as well. But, you know, like for a really dominant game, I want to try and show off some of the more fringe stuff as well. And, like, really just steamroll. So I kind of want to bring Houndstone. I think Houndstone also is just a really nice focal point here. Like, it's a nice defensive Pokemon. And I don't actually have a lot of these that are, like, aggressively physically defensive to start. Like I have a lot of Wisp users, sure, but like Dusclops is more specially defensive leaning. Mischievous is definitely more SPDF leaning, etc. So I want to try and show off the Houndstone. It's a nice, unique piece here. We'll go with Sinistcha as well. I think Sinistcha is a nice Pokemon here too. Let me just make sure I get okay, perfect. So we're so far staying in the realm. Like by my rule, once I have an item Terramon, especially in Gen 9, I stick with it. Yeah, so it's pretty much it's kind of the way I was thinking about it. Was more I just want to stick with it because I didn't want to like kind of cheat with it in the sense of like trying to just keep tweaking and tweaking and tweaking until I get a team that happens to be countering high ladder. Whatever I got in is what I have in. I mean, I could, to be fair, I could definitely change stuff. In my case, it's not more so changing stuff just because I do or do not have any sort of handicap. It's more just the fact that I want to try and not just have an infinite pool of Pokemon to pick. Like, these are the 30 I have. Speaking of, I'm going to throw on Sableye. Sableye is another Pokemon I think we'll actually be seeing a lot on this run. Just like with Fluttermane, it's a very unique Pokemon. It is quite literally my only Fake-Out user on this team. Of this whole box of 30, it's my only Fake-Out mon. And it's also one of my few disruptors. Like, I have Speed Control on a lot of picks, especially Trick Room, but I don't have a lot of disruption, and I do like Sableye a lot for that. I want a really good physical mon. We're going to throw on Ape again. A mon we'll probably be expecting a lot, besides when I go with, like, Legion. Let's see. My Sinistcha is not a Trick Room user, so I'm not going to really throw on like a Trick Room mode here. Let's throw on... I kind of like the idea of throwing on Rotom. Rotom actually could be decent speed control, and I think specifically it'll be decent speed control with like Annihilate. No, actually, I do need something a little bit more consistent. Like, I have a lot of Fringe right now. Actually, I mean, I don't really have a lot of Fringe right now. I still don't like the idea of going with Rotom just yet. I have Sinistcha. Let's go with Dual T. I think Dual T actually could work. I actually did plan this out very intentionally because with the Dual T, I have a nice like Rage Powder Pokemon for my Shell Smash, and I think this is pretty much like the best time to pop it. So with that said, let's start off with the first of our battles. So let's go online and search. We'll see what we can make work, and let's hope we can make this work. Well, let's just hope in general we can get something to work. Oh, we have two citrus. Okay. So I can probably swap out items. Alright, I could just swap it out here. I forgot about that. Alright, let's see. So I need to... I mean, honestly, I might just swap out Houndstone then. Houndstone's not, like, that crucial, and I can find another mon. Let's go with Dirge. I think Dirge is unique enough. Yeah, Dirge just throws sprays. That is definitely unique enough. Okay, perfect. Team is legal now. Dirge is still fine. Honestly, Dirge is still one of those, like, really cool Pokemon we probably won't get to see, like, a ton of later on. Actually, Dirge might on, like, a lot of Tricker modes, actually, now that I think about it. Because that could be, like, a really good partner for, like, Sinistcha, Dusclops as a trio. Actually, yeah, that could be an option. I gotta keep that in mind. Because I need to, like right now, I'm kind of just throwing stuff at the wall and seeing what sticks. But later on, I will actually need to, like, properly team build. And that'll be important to note. So, this is the first team that we're gonna be going with. Let's see if we can get a win at all. We're gonna take on... Okay, so this makes it very easy, at least. I can probably just go right with the Sableye and Fluttermane on lead. Actually, no. We're gonna go with Poltegeist. And then we'll go with Sinistcha in the back. And we'll go with Fluttermane to clean. I think Fluttermane as a cleaner will be a lot more efficient here. But the Sableye, I think, can be decent. I think Sableye will still be a good enabler for the Poltergeist. Well, for the Poltegeist. And then Sinistcha can just kind of help sustain that. Terramon will definitely end up being my Fluttermane 100% here. There's no world I do not Terra that. Because I don't really need defensive Terra on Sinistcha. Actually, I might if... So specifically, there's a world I might need to if Masterball leaves. Oh, right. Thank you, Zeke. Thank you for 26 months of membership. Holy fuck. You've been a member for so long, Zeke. If I was streaming in back in January, we could hit 2 years. But unfortunate, that's on me. Regardless, though, let's see. So, Masquerada and Torn leads. That's fine. Honestly, I could just fake out right in the Masquerada spot. If it Terra Ghosts, so be it. And then I'll go for Shell Smash here. Torn would need to go for like either a taunt or like a knockoff to deal real damage. Liquid, okay, yeah. That should probably do like half, not even half. Okay, perfect. So I'm gonna get a nice Shell Smash off, and then honestly, what I could do, oh no, we got a speed drop. I don't actually know if we'll outpace anymore. That's kind of not good. Do we outpace? Let me also load all my spreads in the damage calc. That's probably an important thing. Thankfully, I have time to do that while it's really long animation plays. Let's see. Poltergeist. +1. Oh yeah, we do not outpace. That is good to note. Okay. We're gonna go for Disable into Torn. Then I'm gonna go for Terra Fighting. And then I'm gonna Terra Blast right into the thing. Yeah, right into Masquerada. Because it will probably go for Sucker Punch, and that's kind of fine in all honesty. My goal here is mostly just to keep the thing alive. I will say I'm kind of shocked that I ended up tearing this, but again, with the Masquerada lead, this is kind of the only scenario I would ever actually tear my Poltergeist, because specifically I want to avoid Sucker Punch being a thing. It doesn't actually look like they went for Sucker Punch. They might have went for Knockoff or even Flower Trick. Flower Trick would probably just kill, but I don't know if they're gonna do that in the Poltergeist. Speaking of, they didn't actually speed creep, which is good to note. These are like no EP Pokemon. Very important actual information to remember. Or at least they're not speed invested. Because, again, we outpaced Masquerada and we're only +1. We got a -1 speed. Bleakwind is disabled though, that's perfect. I figured they'd go for Bleakwind again. I can just struggle stall them at this point. Landers is going to come in. Okay, Landers is fine. I'm just going to Shadow Ball that. Again, we now have precedent to believe that my opponent probably does not have speed investment. And even if they do, we should be taking Landers. It's kind of fine, barring defense attack. So we're going to Encore. We're going to make Tornadus at least useless. And then I'm going to Shadow Ball right into the Lander. Actually, hold on. So I'm actually kind of curious. What would Landers take more from? So we're +2, +2, +1. Sword Power actually would do more damage. That's good to know. That's actually kind of interesting. I'm not surprised, but still, good to know. We've come a long way from Disable in Gen 1, 55% accurate, into Disable a random move. Yeah, honestly, it's such a... Gen 1 Disable is so fucking awful. But it's now like, it's a vile move with some Pokemon. Perfect. Okay, so Stored Power killed. It was a high roll to kill, but it was likely, to be fair. Even versus No Bulk, actually, I think it had like 94% min, so it could have, to be fair, happened. Now Torn has to struggle stall. My opponent will probably forfeit, and we went off of lead. We already got a win for one of our more fringe Pokemon, actually. One of the most fringe Pokemon we're going to be using today, in fact. We're going to Foul Play into the thing, into Enam, and I'm going to Sword Power into Enam. And we're just going to let Enam kind of take itself out. They will probably go for Springtide. I'm kind of okay with losing my Poltergeist now. Mostly because it just means that I can check more Pokemon off the bingo. But I'll take it. I'll definitely take it. Stellar, Terra, and Nam. Okay, honestly, that's fine. Weird how many Gen 1 moves used to still have crap accuracy. Yeah, honestly, a lot of Gen 1 moves got kind of screwed over, I can't lie. Torn is going to go for Struggle. That is super funny. Poltergeist still takes like half from that, but thankfully Weak Armor pops. So, you know, in case there was any issues about doubting the speed, we do outpace everything. And then Sableye thankfully will creep in Nam, so we do kill it off. Perfect. Alright, so yeah, we're going to get a nice sweep with Poltergeist. Perfect. We get Poltergeist and Sableye crossed right off the board. 28 more Mons that we are required to feature. Through this early portion of it, I'm going to try and just kind of speed through any Pokemon I can get a win for. Obviously, I'm not going to, like, force a Pokemon to come to a game just for sake of. Like, I'm not going to bring Mischievous just because it has, like, just to get it as the 30th Mon. But if we have a good Trigger matchup, Mischievous will come. And frankly, Mischievous is probably one of our best Pokemon we're using anyway. I've been a huge believer in Mischievous all generation. And it really is, like, honestly, for Monoghost, it's, like, top 10. Speaking of top 10, another really fringe pick I was kind of surprised by, Oricorio. Oricorio might be, like, the run savior. Okay, so for sake of, because we're so early in the run, I'm gonna probably literally every time we use a Pokemon switch it out, besides Fluttermane. So let's see. So let's find replacements. So we have Poltergeist. We'll swap out Poltergeist for... We'll talk about Poltergeist for, honestly, Frostlass. Frostlass could be kind of fine to swap out for it. This is a... What's our item on Frostlass? This is a Focus Sash user. We do not have a Focus Sash user at all. Perfect. And then Sableye. What can I swap out for Sableye? I could try and pop Tricker Mode with Skeledirge. Do I have a good Trick Room setter that I kind of want to use? Maybe, honestly, Spiritomb could kind of work for that. Let's go with Spiritomb. Okay. We'll start with this. Again, right now the goal is less so to get a cohesive team. It's more to get a team that we can check Pokemon off the bingo for. And then we'll have to go with the cohesive teams later on. But if I still have like 5 ghost types I need to be using by Ultra Ball, then we're kind of screwed because I'll need to then force them into games where they might not have matchup just to win the challenge. So I'd rather right now just focus on checklisting Pokemon. And we've crossed out 2, which is good. Ideally, though, our opponent could have claimed a kill, so we could have crossed off 3 or 4. But to be fair, Fluttermane is one that we can get later on anyway. I'm not as concerned. Okay, so this is fine. We're fighting a Whiscash team. I'm okay with this. Honestly, this could be kind of cool for like Terra Fairy Dirge. I think what I'll go for on lead is probably Sinistcha and Spiritomb. And then we'll go with Dirge in the back, and then probably like a Bulk Up Ape Wincon. Because Bulk Up Ape, worst comes to worst, can just kind of steamroll. So we'll probably be banking off of like Dirge plus Ape Wincon with like Trick Room being a thing. But ideally though, again, the general route will just be going for Trick Room here. I think this is a really good Trick Room matchup for us. They're gonna probably go for like Tailwind or like Bulky Hydra, maybe Weak Armor Armor because they don't have Side Spam. Who knows? Who knows? Alright. Okay. So what is my opponent gonna lead off with? They're gonna lead off with Whiscash Hydreigon. That's honestly fine. This is kind of the reason why I actually wanted to lead off with the Sinistcha to begin with, is mostly for that Whiscash. So we're gonna get up the Spiritomb. I'm kind of fine with just trading Sinistcha here in all honesty, and maybe going for like actually no, I'll go for Protect. It's a really safe Protect turn. Then I can go for Trick Room here. Regain my speed advantage, and then go for Machagacha. Because it's not like the Whiscash is actually gonna kill me. Whiscash will not do real damage to me. So I can kind of just go for Machagacha plus, like Foul Play, maybe Wisp. I don't know. I might even just go for Pain Split in all honesty, because I'm sure that I'll take a lot of damage from just the Hydreigon, maybe going for Draco, or like Whiscash. I know Whiscash can hit kind of hard. They might be going for Earthquake. Ooh, they're getting Tailwind up. Okay, that's perfect. Because Tailwind means that now my Sinistcha will just completely outpace anyway, and the Dragon Dance only helps. Because I was a little worried this might have went for like an Ice Beam, and you know, like some random Terra Ice Beam or like Terra Fire, Terra Blast could have been kind of annoying, but nope, never mind. No issue here. And also with the Dragon Dance, I can really just pick that off even if it goes for Terra. So this actually works out super well. I'll go for Matcha here, and then I'll go for the Foul Play here. The Sinistcha will hit second, and I know the Machagacha will kill if Whiscash does not Terra, but I'm kind of making this play around as if it's going to Terra, because now that they've lost speed advantage, they'll either swap, which means that Machagacha isn't going to be the move of click anyway, or they're going to be staying in and going for like a Terra Fire or a Terra Ice. So I want to make sure that I'm good. Your favorite ghost type train conductor. That is a crazy fitting nickname for this stream. Welcome to the stream, Spectra. How are you doing today? That fits so well with the theme we're doing. Oh my god. I'm glad that you were able to find this stream. Literally, you were probably the person who should be finding the stream more than anyone. Okay, Machagacha's gonna go off. Yeah, immediately joined when I saw the title. Yep, again, literally, I cannot think of a YouTube commentator I have ever seen on my channel who fits this stream more than you do. So welcome to the stream. We have a box of 30 ghost types. We're trying to hit Master Ball with it. We're currently in rank 1, obviously. But right now, the only rules are I have to use every Pokemon at least once on the field. And we have 30 Pokemon. We can't really change anything besides items if it breaks item clause. We've currently used 4 Pokemon so far. And the match needs to be won with all these Pokemon. A Pokemon does not need to be alive till the end of the game, but it needs to exist until the end. So currently we've now gotten the 5th one, the Annihilate. Annihilate is now number 5, though I was not really worried about using Annihilate, frankly. Flamigo's gonna come in. Okay. Flamigo will definitely warrant Terra on Ape. I'm glad I did not burn it on the Sinistcha, because Sinistcha was kind of useless after Wisp. We'll go for Bulk Up and Terra Water. Bulk Up and Terra Water is kind of fine. And then I'm going to burn Flamigo, because Flamigo is a Pokemon that I really do not want to deal with. The username is based off my Pokemon OC. Oh, nice. That's really cool. Alright, so yeah, so we need to burn the Flamigo, though, because that Flamigo will be kind of a problem, actually. Opportunist is just such a terrifying ability, or even Scrappy, honestly, gets it really good coverage against my team with the close combat. So thankfully we have our Terra Roll. Our Terra Roll as well. I forgot that was the last roll. We can Terra into any type, because again, we're using 30 Ghost type Pokemon of varying quality. We need some balance here. So Terra Water will kind of save us here, fortunately. And they're going to Terra Hydreigon, actually. Into what type? Terra Poison. Okay, honestly, I'm very okay with that. They were probably anticipating I was going to go for Drain Punch there, but this works out great because they're now going to probably deal damage to me, which means that I can just go for Rage Fist and massacre that Hydreigon. Meanwhile, Flamigo is pretty much fodder at this point, considering I'll get up a bulk up before the landed attack, and it's going from a super effective to a neutral Brave Bird here. So I'm kind of cooking. Like I actually feel very fine here. What are they gonna do? They're gonna go for Aerial Ace. So much better. That's like leftovers recovery right there. And then Spiritomb will still actually survive this hit even better. I'll Pain Split with Amigo, and I'm gonna go for Rage Fist right into the Hydreigon because I think that should just kill. And then the Pain Split's mostly just, I don't need the damage on Flamigo necessarily, but it's just gonna kind of exist here, going for really weak moves, and I'd rather just get my health back up. And it's not like super unbulky. Like, that got us into the green again, so that's really good. And then meanwhile, Ape is just gonna pick off Hydreigon here because it's not. Oh, actually, wow. I'm kind of shocked this survived. Because we're +1 and that's base 100 Rage Fist, I'm really shocked that lived. Even despite the fact we have like no offensive investment. Okay. That's actually good. Okay. I can just Rage Fist Flamigo now. Or, yeah, I can just Rage Fist Flamigo. And then I can go for the Foul Play into Hydreigon. Because now that it teared into Poison, I can just kill that mon. Alright, to give it the code. So I don't have a full rattle code, but what I could do, I can link the paste of all the sets that I'm bringing. Because again, I'm using 30 different Pokemon. I'm kind of interchanging them literally every match. So there's not a specific rattle code, but I'll actually pin the paste of all 30 Pokemon I'm using. I think that'll be... That way then, if anyone wants to like try and recreate this in their end, they're more than happy to. So let me... Oh, I really hate YouTube chat for this reason. Because that's the little heart thing. You can't just pin a message around that. Bump to pin a message. There we go. Now I can pin my message. Pin message. There we go. So now it's just at the top. They have Decidueye left. That's kind of fine. I can just go for Wisp, and I can go for Rage Fist. If they kill my my Annihilate, I'm kind of okay with that. Because I have Dirge in the back, and I know Dirge will massacre them. Okay. So we got through 5 Pokemon. We have currently gotten through Annihilate, Spiritomb, Sinistcha, Poltegeist, and Sableye so far. Not terrible. Frankly, I've definitely used worse. Well, I've definitely went through worse. Okay. Man, for some reason this OBS chat right here is just not looking good right now, so I'm just gonna get rid of it. I don't know why it looks really bad, but because usually OBS will just play my YouTube chat for me. I have it on the other monitor just in case though. But right now, yeah, it looked very fucking blurry, and I do not know why. We're gonna switch Pokemon really quickly again, just to try and get through the minimum requirement of using these Pokemon and getting a win with them in these early tiers before it starts getting to the point where in Ultra Ball I have like 10 Pokemon left. So, do you want to know my Ghost type team? Yeah, honestly, that would be really cool. What is your Ghost type team? We're gonna throw on. I don't think we'll fight Stall yet, so I'm gonna save Mimikyu just for now. Let's throw on Spectrio. That's another nice WinCon Pokemon. What's left over Spec? We can get rid of Ape. That's a fine one. We'll go with Houndstone as our wall this time. And then over Sinistcha, let's find another like supportish Pokemon. Actually, fuck it. Let's just go offense. I'm gonna save Golurk actually, just because it's a little bit more of a splashable one. Let's go with Dragapult actually. Dragapult could fit really well right now. We have a lot of faster Pokemon, and the team orients definitely much more quickly. With that in mind, I'll actually take off Skeledirge, and I'll go with Oricorio, because I think this team also could benefit Oricorio right now. And I'll take off Houndstone before I break Item Clause. And we'll go to Zoroark. Nope, never mind. Zoroark is... we'll go with Bastion Legion. Yeah, we'll just go super offensive. I know these are a lot of Pokemon that will probably get good usage later on, but at the same time, they're all Pokemon that kind of fit well. And not all of them will, to be fair. Like, maybe... Actually, Frostless probably is a mon that I would kind of like to burn now. And then once Frostless is burned, I could just go right to Rotom and be okay. But at least, like, Legion is a mon that I can kind of get a lot of use out of later anyway. And it's not to say, again, I can use these Pokemon later on, even if I've used them. But right now, I just want to go through the minimum requirement. So whatever isn't feeling effective, I can just get through it. Alright, so... We're on rank. We're fighting rank 3 player, actually. That's good. That'll be really good for our rating. We're fighting Articuno. Oh my goodness. That is terrifying. Purely just because of the fact that, not that it has a good matchup against me. Frankly, I think the team is a terrible matchup against me. But Articuno just always will present a win con. And that's what's an issue. We're gonna lead just very aggressive. I think Frostlass and Dragapult on lead could actually go super hard here. Frostlass will get me a nice speed control in case of, I guess, like booster. Really anything because that's booster speed on Crown. That could be kind of decent for. I'm gonna go with... If they're booster speed crown, I actually don't know if I'm out to that. I might just lose the game if they're booster speed crown. I kind of just need to play if they're not. We'll go with Oricorio here. I think Oricorio actually could have some decent options as a win con this game. Realistically, I mean, it's just a nice Quiver Dance option. And if I need to get around the Indeedee, it's kind of one of the only Pokemon I can just spam a really strong stab into, thanks to Revelation Dance. And I think my final one will just be Fluttermane, because Fluttermane just kind of kicks ass. I'm not really huge on Legion, just because the Legion has to deal with the dual fall users of Ogerpon, Wellspring, and Indeedee. They can both cause issues for different stabs. Other mons on the team is really good for, but not for those two. And then Spectrair, it just feels kind of like a worse Oricorio this game, because I do prefer the speed boosting. My Ghost Type team is Fluttermane, Annihilate, Saralege, Suizork, Gholdengo, Shadow Rider. Ooh, that's honestly a really cool team. Shadow Rider especially. Shadow Rider is one of my favorite recent box art legendaries. It might be my personal favorite box art legendary in a while. I'm trying to think. No, actually, so Lunala is my very favorite, but Shadow Rider is probably my second, to be honest. Ghost type box arts always go hard. Tell me one Ghost type box art does not go hard. But yeah. So Lunala is probably my favorite in like modern gens, but Shadow Rider is like a close second, to be fair. They're gonna lead off with the Hail Core. Honestly, that's probably the best lead they could have led off with for me, because I can just go for what am I gonna go with? So either way, I can take advantage of their Snow with Frost Dust, which is huge. What's my Frost Dust moveset again? It's getting kind of cropped out. All right, I have 4K. Let's see. I could honestly just go for. I can just go for Shadow Ball into the A9 here. I know it won't kill, but I can just do it anyway. And I can go for the Tera Blast. Actually, does Phantom Force have an accuracy check? I don't think it does. Oh my god, let's see. It doesn't. It does have an accuracy check. Okay, damn. Let's tear out my pull either way. Getting rid of my weakness to Hail is gonna be huge. And then I'm gonna go for the Tera Blast just to target the Articuno really well and to not have to worry about 2-turning. Technically speaking, I know Phantom Force is a little bit stronger, but I would rather just go for the Tera Blast and get consistent damage off. Oh, howdy, Sapphire Cat. How are you doing today? Welcome to the stream. We're currently doing a Mono Ghost run of Master Ball. We're not going to get to Master Ball tonight, by the way. I do need to mention that very clearly. My sleep is really not good right now, and I'm extremely tired. Also, I want to record some content so I can finally get videos up. So I'll probably be going for about another hour and a half. Perfect. Okay. Honestly, did more than I thought it would. Articuno is a very defensive Pokemon. Right now, though, we're going to get a nice hit off on the Alola Ninetales. That took the hit way better than I thought it would, actually. Thankfully, my Dragapult, I think, will get around. But yeah, I think my Dragapult will thankfully get around, because I'm pretty sure we're Infiltrator. No, we're Clear Body, right? We're Clear Body. Fuck, okay. Only time that Infiltrator would have been better. We'll go for Shadow Ball into Articuno. We'll go for Tera Blast. We're just gonna kind of hope. Sleepy but chillin'? Hey, you know what? Sleepy but chillin' is fine. Wasn't paying attention and thought you meant Arcanine instead of Alola Ninetales. No, but so they also have Hisui Arcanine on this team, though, which makes that even more confusing, actually. Because they have both. They have both on the team. So it's super funny. Is there anything that you need to change for that team? Honestly, so if you're trying to use the team on ladder, you would probably need to change Shadow Rider until they allow restricted. It's a cool team, honestly. I think it's a very effective team for Mono Ghost. If you were trying to use that on ladder, probably the change I would suggest over Shadow Rider would be... honestly, Dragapult, it's still, while it's not spread with the Ghost type stab, it's still probably your best option for a spread option, which is like a banded set with Dragon Darts. Another good option if you didn't want to go with Dragapult necessarily, you could maybe go with like a Frostlass or a Gengar for like a speed control, or Mimikyu is a great stall breaker with Curse. I found it's a really effective one, and it's kind of unique in that regard. Any other Pokemon that could do it is just kind of a cheap copycat. They're gonna go with Special Attack. Okay, thank God. So their Special Attack on Crown. That just means I can go for Dual Ghosts into it. Which Dual Ghost, actually, I'm gonna switch out Dragapult before I lose this to a Protect turn. Nope, never mind. I'm gonna target through the Alola 9. I'm gonna go for just the Shadow Ball into Alola Ninetales. Finally. And no, I'm gonna go for Destiny Bond here. And I'm gonna go for Tera Blast. Final answer. I think that's the best play. They are gonna switch. Okay, thank God. I meant to specify, but I was running low on timer. I made the play specifically for the Indeedee swap here, so I can pick off Iron Crown. Hopefully they don't go for Protect. I feel like if they made that swap, they never go for Protect, though, and they're gonna just go for, like, a Terra. Probably Terra Water. I know these have been running Terra Water a lot lately, though it could be Terra Ice, honestly, on this team. It could be a decent option. No, they really do go for... Fuck. Okay, that's really bad, actually. That is super bad for me. Because now my Dragapult actually does kind of have to swap, because Indeedee will just pose that much of a threat to it, which means I need to sack something I don't want to sack. Okay. At minimum, I could probably go for Curse on Frostlass and just let it die. Because Destiny Bond will fail if I use it again, so I'm gonna go for Curse. And then I'm gonna sack... Which one do I care more about? Unironically, is it unironically Oricorio? It might unironically be Oricorio, and that's really sad to think about. Yeah, we're gonna let Flutter Mane go down, because Oricorio could maybe quiver past this, and it's kind of my better out, unironically. What's my favorite mythical? My favorite mythical is easily Marshadow. No. Marshadow's second favorite. Diance's my favorite. Diance's far and away my favorite mythical. Especially the Mega. It's really cool. Haven't played in-game ladder in a hot sec, but I hit Master Rank doubles a few times with Reggie. Yeah, so I've hit doubles pretty much every season. Not doubles, Master Ball at pretty much every season. There was a couple I didn't, just because I played maybe 5 or 6 recording sessions. But most seasons I've hit it. They're gonna follow me and then probably Expanding Force here. Kind of okay with that. At minimum, the Curse will punish Indeedee at least. Like this Indeedee is now on a timer, so I will take that. And then I can go for like a Dragon Darts and at least probably pick it off that way. Okay. So Frostlass is dead, and they're gonna go for Tachyon Cutter. Okay, well that's really fucking bad for me. I thought they'd go for Expanding Force there. That's like the one reason that my play right there is not a good play. They're probably doing that to kill a Frostlass while Destiny Bond failed. And that's a good play for them. Unfortunately, I lost my Flutter Mane now for no reason. That's fine. We're gonna bring in Dragapult and Oricorio here. I'm gonna throw Dragapult on the left side and hope that means that they'll target it. And I'm gonna go for the Dragon Darts here and just hope I can deal enough damage to Indeedee to kill. What move am I gonna click on my Oricorio? Beats me still. I think I have to click Quiver. Yeah, because I need to boost this in a way where it will both possibly take the hit better, but also to potentially get around the Indeedee, which means I need to stall a Curse turn, which means that I need to go for Quiver. Dragon Darts will hopefully deal... Oh, that did, like, no damage. Oh, okay, so that draws in both. That's actually really good for me. Unfortunately, Iron Crown does outpace, and it does kill. So we lost our first game. So none of these Pokemon get crossed off the checklist. We need to continue. Very unfortunate, but it is what it is. Okay, that's fine. I'm going to bring the same 6 then, because none of them got crossed off, because we did not get our win. So, yeah, honestly, not a fun matchup. Especially not a fun matchup people have lacked Spiritomb for. Spiritomb or Sableye. I don't know if I want to add them to the team, though, to be fair. I could maybe add them to the team. That might... I might go back to having a Tricker mode. Let's do that, actually. Maybe not Spiritomb, but I have other options. There are at least other Pokemon that will improve the Eye Spam matchup, and I didn't bring any of them. Like, Goldengo actually would probably help a lot. And it keeps kind of the same concept here. So let's throw Goldengo on. Let's see. So Goldengo is leftovers. So that means we just can't keep Spec. I'm kind of fine with dropping Spec for Goldengo here. And then I think I am gonna... No, I'm gonna get the win with Frostlass. I do think that Rotom will be the safer option for later on. So I am gonna go with this. I think this change will kind of make the team usable again. But yeah, so we're 2-1 so far. Not the greatest, but not the worst. Okay. So hopefully we don't fight that team again. That would be great. Articuno honestly puts up too much issues. Goldengo will frankly fix most of these issues, but even still, it puts up too much pressure. Okay. So we're fighting, this looks kind of like a really old OU team. I can't lie. Like a really old OU team. Like post Qianpao ban old OU team. Marshall's a solid second option. Wish it was in the game. Honestly, same. Marshall would solve a lot of issues for box art Pokemon. Okay, so the Scarlet just actually a really big problem for this team. I do kind of need Legion for it. Like I think honestly, just like a Dragapult Process Lead yet again will do really well. Mostly I just need to kind of get a nice potential Sash Break on their Dragapult. Actually, wait. So then I bring Flutter Mane actually on lead. We'll go with Legion. Legion for sure, I think, will be a good win con here. I think my final mon will be Oricorio, and I think that Oricorio has a likely chance of being my Terra Pokemon. Actually, no. My Terra Pokemon actually will be Goldengo here. And we're gonna clear through like all of our good Pokemon right now. I do think this will definitely go to like the very last, like a 1v1 endgame scenario for sure. And it's not that I think that my opponent is a great team, but I don't like the matchup for Scarlet, actually. It's a really not good matchup. If they don't lead with Scarlet, I actually think I can claim 2 kills on turn 1 because Dragapult Fluttermane will be that strong. But if they lead with Scarlet, I am kind of having to pick a sack because Scarlet, oh thank god, they led off with like the worst lead possible. I feel like streaming this is really helpful for building skills because you have to give commentary on and explain what you're doing a lot. And yeah, especially like I literally need to rebuild the team pretty much every individual match because I need to get a win with every single Pokemon at least once. Okay, so Magnezone Clodsire. This is actually a very fine lead. I just go for Terra Ghost, Terra Blast. Actually, no. I actually just go for Dragon Darts, to be honest. Because my goal should be to make sure that I can not get revenge off by an analytic Magnezone, and Clodsire doesn't pose a real threat. The scariest thing it can do, quite literally, is just hazards. So I'm kind of okay with that. Perfect. Okay, we got some decent ship on Claude. Shadow Ball should pick this off besides Assault Vest. I can't imagine it'll take the hit. Oh shit, okay, it did take the hit. Alright, so we're gonna lose Fluttermane. Oh, never mind, we don't lose Fluttermane. Well, okay, to be fair. Claude's going for Dig. We might lose Fluttermane. Unfortunately, I don't have a great switch into that, actually. We're gonna go for Dragon Darts here, because that will kill, and I'm not really worried about Pult taking the hit. We'll lose Fluttermane. I'm kind of okay with that. We'll go for Shadow Ball into the Magnezone slot in the off chance my opponent swaps. They do not. That's fine. Okay. So I'm okay with losing Fluttermane, in all honesty. It is probably the worst of my 4 here. And I mostly let off with it to force Scarlet to have to respect that. So I'm kind of okay with it. No, they dig the Dragapult. Why? I know we're low ladder, but like Fluttermane, okay. Like, I know I was very okay with losing Fluttermane, but I feel like it is still the scariest piece on my team to their matchup. Like Dragapult. Oh, you know what? Okay, never mind. I forgot. They have dual Dragon. Well, no, yeah, this is even more of a reason to like be concerned with Fluttermane. Okay, well, we'll go for Dragon Darts yet again, and I'm gonna go for Shadow Ball. Now I'm just gonna pick off Claude before it dodges me again. Their Garchomp will probably claim a kill. Sure, whatever. Garchomp can claim a kill. I'm not concerned with that. Actually, they'll probably go for Terra and then claim a kill. Like, I feel like a Terra Poison or something would probably be the play here. Like, Terra Fire, even. Worked out that a PP Max Goldango, Make It Rain would probably consist of 120. Holy, oh my god, did you count that? That's impressive. That's impressive that someone has worked that out. I believe it, to be honest. I'm not gonna fight you on that. Like, I feel like that's probably true. But that's insane. PP Max Goldango, yeah. Honestly, I don't know the exact math. So it would have to be divisible by how much Make It Rain? I think Make It Rain is like what? It's 8 PP? So it'd probably maybe not be exactly 125. It has to be divisible by 8. But like being near that sounds about right. They have Shadow Claw on their Garchomp. How do you have a more telling sign that we're in the non-Pokeball tiers right now than Shadow Claw Garchomp? So Goldango is level 100. Each coin is worth $14. Wow. Again, would have never thought to do that math. But that is, so each coin is worth $4. So out of curiosity, where are you getting the math from? Just because I would, not that I'm doubting it, I just would love to know, just for my sanity. We're going to Terra Water and go for Aqua Jet, just pick off the Chomp. And then I'll go for Shadow Ball on Dragapult in the off chance that they don't kill me, which would be kind of great. But I'd like to just pick off that Garchomp because it is kind of the thing that is a little bit scary for endgame. Specifically with my last mon, like I'm not really worried with Basculegion Goldango about the Dragapult. How's it going? Hey, Brett, how are you doing? I'm doing good. Very tired. I'm doing good though. How are you doing, Brett? Plus, in the community we're hosting a mass tournament. I have a Poison. Ooh, Poison's a cool type actually. Poison's a very cool type. Garchomp lives. I'm kind of shocked. Terra Ground Garchomp did not take. Well, I took the adaptability boosted, Life Orb boosted, Terra Water boosted Aqua Jet. What a world we live in. What a world we live in. Holy shit. Okay, so Fluttermane is going to drop now, and I do need to bring Goldango, which actually kind of works out better for me. Mostly because of the fact that I can now clear 4 Pokemon off my board. We are now up to 9 Pokemon that have been cleared, which is great. That's actually really huge for us, I can't lie. So you know what? Even though I doubt the logic of it, shout out to Garchomp for taking that hit. What an MVP. Perfect, okay. So we've now cleared off 9 of our 30 required Pokemon to get a win for. Well, then it's made up 1,000 coins. Oh, you're saying per Make It Rain. I thought you meant for all 8 make it rains. Okay, that actually makes a lot more sense. Now I can see where you got the math from. I'm on board. I'm very on board for this. I actually love this speculation right here. There's a gym leader type test I took a while back, and I got ice, so I want to do mono ice sometime. I just pulled this among, in all honesty, I would probably go for like fire, ice, or grass if I was picking for myself, but they're all really difficult types to ladder with. But I just pulled and people chose ghost, so I went with ghost. I will try and do this again at some other point though if people enjoy it. Maybe not literally next month, but I will at some point. Okay, so we got another win. Let's go. So let's see. Let's change to some Pokemon again. I'm gonna probably keep Fluttermane for pretty much every team. We can change like 3 Pokemon right now. Let's change them out. Let's make some changes. I'll keep Goldango actually no, I'm gonna move Goldango probably. Let me look. Let's make Tailwind actually work. Let's make Tailwind work, because Drifloon will probably be the piece I'm a little bit concerned with making work. I'm not really concerned with the Bramble, though. Bramble will pop, but Drifloon might become a liability. And then let's go with... If we're going with Tailwind, what's a Pokemon I can make work in Tailwind? Actually, hold on. Typhlosion can kind of cook with Tailwind. Let's go with Typhlosion. I'm actually very, very hyped for this. I think it's... Oh, fuck. Dual Citrus and Dual Focus. God damn it. Okay, so I need to ditch Oricorio and Frostless. I'm kind of fine. We actually do have our backup for Frostless with Rotom. And then Oricorio. We need to find another Citrus Berry Pokemon. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Or a non-Citrus Berry Pokemon, I should say. What's something that could kind of work? We can actually go to Spec. Spec or Goldango. Actually, let's go with Decidueye, actually. Decidueye is Miracle Seed. Yeah, that's a unique one. Let's go with that. Zeke, thank you for oh god damn it, dual Scarlet. Okay, we'll ditch Rotom then. We'll ditch Rotom. We'll go with fuck it. We'll go with Spec. With Spec, congratulations, you ended up on the team again. Thank you for linking the team builder for the monotype thing. For Mono Poison, it's a Alolan Mux, Sneasler, Limora, Iron Moth, Venusaur, and Petron. Though I'm considering changing out since the term doesn't allow mythicals. So if it doesn't allow mythicals, yeah, you probably need to change out Petron. I like the other 5. The other 5 are really good. I really like a Poison, actually. It's been a while since I've looked at Poison. Zeke, thank you for linking the gym leader quiz. You did a good job with that. Thank you for linking that. Oh, you know what's a good one? Slowking Galar. Slowking Galar actually would be a great mon to add there. That would be huge, actually. Slowking Galar, just like an Assault Vest set, really decent. Goldango's money-making potential is clowned on by a little cat. That's crazy. Okay, so we're fighting Weak Armor Armrouge. We're fighting Weak Armor Armrouge. Yes, good to know. We can just go with Tailwind. We will match them and go for more than whatever they're providing. Bramble Drifloon will kick ass. I'm fully convinced this will kick ass. We'll go Typhlosion in the back, and then so I kind of like Spec actually as a nice win con. I feel like Terra Fairy Spec could go kind of hard. I do also like Fluttermane. I mean, they're 2 checks. One of them will definitely Terra. The other one I don't think comes. I'll just go with I could go with Decid here too. Actually, Decid's dual stab besides Pow actually is a really good matchup here. And even still, I have counterplay for Pow actually. This could actually be my Terra mono, ironically. Fuck it, yeah, let's actually do that. I feel like, so Decid is like, what, Terra Water? I'm Terra Water Decid? Please tell me I'm Terra Water Decid. I'm pretty sure, because I made this back when, like, Decid dropped, because I wanted it clickbait for, yeah, Terra Water, Terra Lost. Yep, okay, actually, this one goes super hard here. This Decidueye set, so I made it way back in Regulation, before Regulation C, actually. When I thought, like, all the Terra Raid Pokemon were going to get released, so I threw it on like, a Chew Port as, like, a Dozo check. And actually, the Terra Water set that I made unironically does really well here. It's kind of decent as a Terramon. Let's go ahead and see the comment. Thanks for being a nice person. I'll watch him play Yu-Gi-Oh! At the stream at some point. Awesome stream. Thank you, I appreciate it. Hopefully you have a wonderful time playing Yu-Gi-Oh! I love playing Yu-Gi-Oh! I played Yu-Gi-Oh! Actually competitively way back in the day. I don't as much anymore, just because I don't like the new gimmicks. Like I'll play Masterball from time to time. I use time to time in the most literal sense of that, to be fair, but still. Okay, we're gonna go for Strength Sap here, right on the Dogi, and then I'm gonna go for the Polter. I'm gonna go for the. Actually, what I'll do instead, I'm gonna go for the Tailwind here, mostly just to get my Bramble's attack boost, and then we're gonna go for the Strength Sap here, right into the Okie Dokie anyway. It's nice, it's hectic a little. What's hectic? Sorry, I've never heard the word. It might have been a typo to be fair, but still. Drink poison now in water. Water's a fun type to have, to be fair. Water's a great type. And then Zeke, you got flying, great type. I'll do the quiz after this battle, actually. They're going for knockoff. Oh, perfect. That pops some burden anyway. I'm very okay with that. And then they're gonna go for Trick Room. Okay. Trick Room's not great, but I'm still kind of okay with that because again, I mostly wanted this from Bramble. And Bramble now is an attack boost, so my opponent kind of has to fear that. We're gonna go for a Will-O-Wisp here, right into the Dogi. And then I'm gonna go for the Power Whip, just right into Indeedee. I think Indeedee will follow me this turn, and I do want to make sure that I nail that. No, they're going for Gleam. Oh, Gleam is interesting. Kind of fine with that. Oh, they're gonna knock off Bramble. That will kill. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. I can still burn Okidogi though, because they did not click follow me. So I'm very okay with that trade. Because of the fact they're going with Trick Room, actually, even with my Tailwind up, I'm kind of okay. No, okay, that might lose the game, I can't lie. To be fair, I probably should have brought like maybe more of a Trick Room mode, but we're not gonna talk about that. We're not gonna talk about that. Okay, that's fine. Decidueye can still actually carry. I feel very confident Decidueye can still do some decent work. For now, we're gonna go for the Will-O-Wisp again. And then I'm gonna go for the Terra Water, and I'm gonna go for a Giga Drain on Indeedee. Actually no, I'm gonna go for a Terra Water still, but I'm gonna go for a Terra Blast into the Okidogi. It's a nice middle ground play because it's a move I can click into Okidogi that will still get the. It's like the same base power, but if Indeedee draws it in, I can at least still hit Indeedee, and I think that'll be more beneficial. Never decided my favorite type. It's a type between Flying, Water, and Ground. All great types. I remember when Bramble got no strong physical ghost tab. Honestly, Bramble was still kind of cooking without it. I can't lie, Bramble still kind of cooks. I just wanted to throw in Poltergeist mostly so I didn't need to Terra Ghost, because Terra Steel is a slightly better defensive type. Though maybe Terra Ghost would have been fine. They're gonna Helping Hand and knockoff. That's fine. Decid takes. Decid choose. We didn't even need to Terra to take that hit. Oh my goodness. Defensive Decidueye really does just cook. Terra Water Terra Blast. It's not terrible damage. It's not great either. And we are going to finally get the burn on Okidogi. Okay, finally. Oh my goodness. That took way too long to work, by the way. I just need to put that out there. But, yep. Thankfully, the Okidogi is now very weak. It's basically like a nothing Pokemon. I'm just going to Strength Tap it again, in all honesty. I don't really care. This Drifloon just needs to kind of survive at this point, and I feel very confident they can do that. And I'll just go for the Terra Water Terra Blast hit again, because I don't think that Okidogi will kill us, even with the Helping Hand boosted knockoff. So Drifloon will just kind of weaken this, and that's really good. Also, worst case, even if Drifloon dies, the Decidueye will still kind of just, again, do some decent damage. And that's very okay for me. I'm curious what they'll go for. I think it's going to be Helping Hand knockoff. No, they're going to withdraw Indeedee. That's actually very okay. Because I don't like Indeedee being on the field. It makes the game much harder. They're going to proceed to go into Primarina. Okay, honestly, very fine with Primarina. Because now Drifloon is going to get very healthy again. And I'm going to go for Terra Water, Terra Blast into Okidogi, get it very weak again. All of these are very good things, because this Okidogi is basically useless. We're going to see an item reveal that's going to be a Citrus Berry. That is honestly okay, because it means that another Pokemon does not have it. I'm not sure what other Pokemon would have had it, to be fair. Actually, no, this was the only Pokemon that would have had it anyway. It doesn't really give us much information. The only other thing that maybe would have ran it would have been Primarina, but Primarina, I don't really care if it has it or not. Okay, Tailwind Peter Drop, that's fine. That helps us a lot, actually. Their Trick Room will end next turn too, which is really good. And I can probably just go for... I'm just gonna go for Strength Tap yet again into Okidogi. That'll be enough recovery. And then I can go for a Leaf Storm just right... No, I'll go for a Giga Train. Get some recovery back. Right into the Primarina. They're gonna withdraw Okidogi. And they're gonna go into... What Pokemon? I can't understand what Pokemon that'll be. That'll be... Oh, Pow! That's a great recovery for us right there. Because we're gonna have a burden now too, so I can outpace that. And I can like comfortably just... you know, go for a Wisp into that. Got Dark, was hoping for Ghost or Dragon, but I could definitely make it work. Honestly, that's fair. I just realized all of the 3D gens except Gen 8 have added 2 fully evolved Grass Ghosts get mounts. Have they? Hold on, let me think that out. So, Gen 6 is Gourgeist. Gen 7 was... well, Gourgeist and Trevenant. Gen 7 was Decidueye. Gen 9? What was it? Grass Ghost in Gen 9? I don't not believe you. But what was a Grass Ghost in Gen 9? I feel like it was a Legendary or Paradox. No, it was Sinistcha. I'm fucking dumb. I'm fucking dumb. It was Sinistcha. Honestly, still fine. It's still very fine. Okay. This is okay. Attack drop. Perfect. Okay. We're going to proceed to go into... Okay, so I can actually just go for Icy Wind here. Because I have Typhlosion in the back. Yeah, I can go for Typhlosion. I can go for Icy Wind, and I can go for Eruption. And I might actually just win the game at this point. My opponent let me cook too much. But this is perfect. This is very perfect. Assault Vest and Focus Sash. This is specifically actually why I went with the Frisk, by the way, because I wanted to make sure that I was not getting like super cooked. Oh, you know what? I actually need to go for Heat Wave because they will go for Sucker Punch Typhlosion. I'm pretty sure I die anyway, but I need to kind of go for my out. No, they're gonna withdraw Pow. What a psychopath. Who does, like, I'm okay with it, but who, oh, you know what? No, actually, never mind. That's a good play. That's actually a really good play because they're gonna be able to, with this, now ensure that they can have the hit better. That was actually a really good play. Unfortunately, I used my Terra. If I didn't use my Terra, I could have been fine. But, I mean, Typhlosion either way is gonna kill both Pokemon. I'm not really concerned here. Because Indeedee, well, actually, Indeedee will probably survive, and that might be for the best. But, you know what Pokemon will not survive? Okie dokie. Yeah, Poltergeist. No, Poltergeist was Gen 9. Oh yeah, Gen 7 also had Dummice, right. And then you got Brambleghast, right, Brambleghast. Okay. So yeah, literally just Gen 8 was the only one. Yeah, you're right. Mono Ice team, I have Terra Ice Winter Sawsbuck as the ace. Oh, that's actually pretty cool. I like that a lot. It's a nice thematically fitting Pokemon without, you know, playing into it too much. We're gonna go for Wisp just to avoid Sucker Punch, and I'm just gonna hope they do not target my Typhlosion for whatever reason. They're gonna go for Sucker Punch, and it is, oh my goodness, I forgot about Psychic Terrain. Oh, they really did throw that. Oh my god. I'm so glad. I'm so fucking glad. I forgot about Psychic Terrain. I was too worried about losing the game to Sucker Punch Pow that I forgot that was a thing. Oh my goodness. Game is saved. Game is so saved, bestie. They're gonna trick him though, so it doesn't matter. I lose to Primarina anyway. Okay. So I'm thinking for the, let's see. So I'm thinking for Water Teams, gonna be Urshifu, Water, Primarina, Hisuian Samurott, Dendozo, Tatsugiri, and Wakami. That sounds super fire, honestly. That's super fire. Okay. Yeah, I lose to Prim. Oh, that sucks. The worst part of this too is if I just clicked Eruption, I won the game. Even though objectively that was the worst play that turn. I need to now go for Icy Wind here. Just for, actually no, I need to go for a Will-O-Wisp here just for consistent damage on Prim. Then I need to go for Heat Wave and just kind of hope that they don't click a water type move for some reason. They're clicking, oh, never mind. I thought that was in Primarina for a second and I was really hopeful. No, yeah, they're clicking the right move. Okay, so they do make the right play. Objectively, that's the correct play to make there. Grid and Drift Room sucks. I don't think it matters, frankly, with how much damage they were doing, and now it's single target. I do lose again. That's super unfortunate. Yeah, if I just clicked the objectively worst play, I would have won, because Eruption would have actually won me the game. It would have taken out Indeedee, because Indeedee would have been 2-KO'd by it, and I would not have had to do this endgame scenario against Prim and Trick Room. That sucks. That sucks, because I had the game. I made the right play, and then I lost anyway. It's gonna be double because of the Dundos Tatsugiri strategy. Honestly, yeah, that'll super cook. That'll be so deadly. My goodness. Sorry, I'm really, really worked up with the fact that I got cooked by making a good play. Oh my god. Like, it's not even like they were making a read either. They fucked themselves doing that. They could have waited and done that endgame anyway, and that would have been fine. Their play was the only world where they lost. Okay, so unfortunately we've lost yet again. We're currently 3-2. That is so unfortunate. Yeah, that is extremely unfortunate. Holy sheesh. Let's see. Oh my goodness, I'm not dealing with this. Sorry, I'm getting pinged in another server with just the worst fucking takes. Like the worst anime opinions ever. My goodness, I'm not even entertaining. I'm pretending I did not read that. I'm pretending for my sanity I did not read that. My goodness. Okay. All right, beatable. This is beatable. We're gonna go. Honestly, I'm just gonna go with the same strategy. This team actually gets super cooked by it. The one difference though is I can't really bring Decidueye, even though it is good against Slowbro. I'm just gonna go with Spec. Spec is a decent win cone here. I wanted to do VGC with my favorite mon, which is Whiscash. How would you run it? So I actually done a Whiscash team, funny enough. So this was way back in Regulation D, actually. Regulation D, I was at NAIC. They were doing a special side event, and they had rental codes with Pokemon. We were all themed around stuff. So mine was Mystery Dungeon. and I had a Whiscash team. And Whiscash unironically was like the biggest impactful Pokemon on that team, and it was a Choice Banded option. It was really cool, actually. I liked it a lot. Dragonite is technically probably like the better Wincon option, but like Band is just immediate damage, and it does a surprising amount. I'd probably go with like Terra Dragon, and go with like, let me cook up a Whiscash set. Let me cook up. So you're probably gonna want to go with Terra Dragon Choice Band. Make it like a trigger breaker, so you know, just max HP, max attack. It's simple. You don't. It's not a Pokemon where you're gonna have a lot of leeway. You may as well just go with what kind of works. Actually, its offenses are pretty similar. You should actually go with special. My bad. Go with Specs Whiscash. So mine was banded, but the base is so minuscule, and the format has Incineroar now. You don't really want to do that. So Specs Whiscash. Okay. Never mind. Oblivious can't be intimidated. We're going with banded one more time. Banded Adamant max attack. We're gonna go with high horsepower, liquidation, outrage, and we'll go with, what's another good move you could throw on this? It gets Spark. Unironically, so this is gonna sound kind of batshit, but I think Spark for like the Wellpond mirror actually goes kind of hard here. We'll go with Spark. And you're gonna go with Terra Dragon. You're just gonna go with max HP, max attack, Adamant, or Brave. Either one works. And then bam, that's your set. That's your set. We're fighting Dual Bird. I'm kind of okay with that. We're gonna go with Tailwind here, and I'm gonna go with Poltergeist. We're just gonna cook. We're gonna immediately go for the cooking mode. Cooking mode, gaming. Drifloon pops, perfect. I'm so glad that I made sure that my Whiscash, that my Bramble was slower than this. And we're gonna get a very nice turn 1 here. Brambleghast is gonna go for a Poltergeist, and we're going to murder the Decidueye. All right, perfect. Decidueye takes the hit. Okay, fuck you too. Absolutely fuck you too. Oh my goodness. No. What the fuck? Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I need Terra Ghost in this thing. I should have brought Terra Ghost. I can't change it now. Technically I know I can, but like for the sake of the challenge, I cannot change it. Oh, thank fuck. Okay, they choked. They choked badly. They choked super badly here, actually. Because now I can go into, now I can actually just go right into Typhlosion here. And I get Shadow Sneak the Decidueye, just in case it has priority. I forget of this. I think it gets Shadow Sneak because it's a Rufflet egg move, if I remember correctly. And then I'm going to go for Eruption. And the single target Eruption will murder. Oh, they're banded. Oh, that's so much better, actually. I'm just going to go for Eruption then. And I'm going to Shadow Sneak into the Moltres. Because it's a banded Decidueye, so it has to be clicking Shadow Ball. So Shadow Sneak will go off. This is really just for damage of any kind. It's not like I'm really expecting it to do the world. And then Typhlosion go... Perfect. Okay. Holy shit, that shoot. Like, even Terra Fire wouldn't have killed. This is a fucking weak Pokemon. This is a super weak Pokemon. And Moltres is gonna sweep me now. I should have Terra Fired for the record. It would not have killed, but it more thinking I should have Terra Fired to avoid dying to Fiery Wrath. Kind of an L on my part, I can't lie. Is what it is. I should have also probably Poltergeist. I think a combination of the two actually would have probably killed Moltres. Is what it is. Again. We still have Terra Fairy. Actually, Terra Fairy Spec is probably still better for the matchup. I stand by it. I stand by it still. And Spec actually still could probably win before this, I'm going to be honest. Killing the Decidueye, that was probably like the biggest threat outside of Arcanine. Never mind, I have Arcanine. I'm fucked. I'm super fucked. We'll go for Terra Fairy just to get rid of my weakness, and I'm going to go for Shadow Ball just to get chip on Arcanine. And I'm just going to kind of hope that they misplay. Maybe click like a head smash or something and miss the move and get punished for it. But man, I actually really fumbled that. I really fumbled that. Holy shit. Because if I Terra Fired on Typhlosion, I could have won. Because Typhlosion plus this could have actually probably pulled it. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Okay, well, it is what it is. Shadow Ball's still going to go off. It actually does a lot more than I thought it would. They're going to go for Raging Fury. That's probably Banded Arcanine if I click from that. And yeah, that does too much. Fire Wrath and Moltres will kill because it's single target. I know I'm Fairy, but it's still going to kill, yeah. Alright. Damn. I'm going to be honest. I deserved to lose that one. I played that one very badly. In my current draft season, which I haven't, it got team's first kill. Hey, you know what? Congratulations. Congratulations. Also, shout outs to everyone for coming out. I'm bombing right now, like play-wise specifically. I think it's still winnable, but I did not play that game well at all. But make sure we remember to leave a like. Let's leave a like for the stream. We're currently an hour in. We have about a half hour to go before I'm gonna end off stream. So let's get some likes in the stream. For anyone who might have just joined, because we have a lot of people who just joined. We're currently doing Mono Ghost. The only exception to that is Terra, so we get to Terra into any type, otherwise it's Mono Ghost. We have 30 Pokemon. We have to use all these Pokemon, and all of these Pokemon need to get a win. Now let me really quickly actually sort them in based on any Pokemon that have gotten a win yet. So we've gotten a win with you. Right, I need to switch. Oh, okay. Let me go into my normal box really quickly, because this will help for when I do the stream on the next day, because I will need to remember this. Because end of stream to record. Pretty much, quite literally, that's what I'm going to be doing, yeah. End of stream to record. So Goldengo, Fluttermane, Sinistcha. Let me actually put these in the order I did it with. That'll be the best way to remember. So we got Sableye first. And Poltegeist. Those were the first two. We then proceeded to go to... Let's see. So it was Sinistcha, Spiritomb. So for this, I gen them in. When I'm doing like actual like tournaments, whether it's online or in person, I'll usually breed them. Well, not usually. I will just breed them once. But for content purposes like this, you know, it's just in-game ladder. I'm just gonna gen them in. Let's see. So we have there have been a couple exceptions, like when I use teams I used in a tournament before. Those teams are all bred in, but yeah, for stuff like this though, it's just gen in. I mean, just 30 ghost types at random, like I just because like it's a lot to do just for breeding, especially because I had to do this on a separate save file to make sure I had a clean battle spot rating. It's just not something I'm gonna be putting in that much time to. I'm gonna be honest. Let's see. So these were the first ones. I also had, what was the other Trickermon? I had another Trickermon. Annihilate, right? Annihilate was the other Trickermon. And then I had Basket Legion. I had Goldengo, and I had Dragapult and Fluttermane. Okay. And then there we go. Okay. So these first 9 right here are all of the 9 that I have for the first wins. When I breed for tournaments, if you're going with Trick Room to a counter, how long does it take to get to 0 IV? So if you catch just one Pokemon with the 0 IV, actually, you can just use that as a breeding parent. And what I usually will do, at least until I found a Ditto that happened to have it, I used to just catch the parent until I had a 0 IV. Eventually, I just caught a Ditto, and I spent like about an hour and a half grinding out Dittos with the 0 IV in every single stat to make sure, like literally, if I wanted, let's say for example, to chain breed like for Endeavor, I could go with the 0 HP Ditto chain breed that with the HP item. I'm forgetting the power item specifically for it off memory. We breed that plus like a Destiny Knot on, well, plus the 0 IV on a defense Ditto, chain breed those, then go with like a Destiny Knot on that now 2 0 IV Pokemon and breed it down with Spadef Ditto, etc. And just keep doing that. Or I can just do like a 0 IV Speed Ditto power anklet and then breed it with the parent and just kind of cook. And then once I get the baby with the 0 IV, I then breed Ditto with the knot and then go from there. That's the easiest way to get it. It takes like 2 breeds and it's pretty consistent because you can guarantee the IVs through like near perfect accuracy. Because yeah, exactly. Once you have one mon, and that's why I recommend just doing it on Ditto, because you can go for the 0 IV Ditto with power anklet, breed it onto the parent that you're trying to breed. Then that baby you give a power anklet to, and then you give Ditto the Destiny Knot. And it should nearly guarantee the fact that all 6 IVs are exactly how you want. It technically can happen where you can like roll a random speed. Actually, no, I don't think it can happen anymore. I know it used to be able to happen. You love my party's names? Thank you. Yeah, this is my in-game playthrough team, actually. This is the file that I literally played through my game on. Anyway, so that's it. We're going to still continue on with the same 6, just because of the fact that I still need wins on a lot of these Pokemon, and Fluttermane is going to kind of just be a piece that is so fucking essential to getting wins that I need to just have it. So we're going to try and get to at least 5 wins today. We're at 3-3 right now. I'd love to get 5 wins. I think that's because I primarily played singles where Trick Room is niche at best, 90%. Yeah. So pretty much, yeah, you pretty much only want max IVs in singles, except for like attack foul play, which is a lot more prevalent in singles, to be fair, but it's the same sort of logic. You know, you just go with the attack heavy Ditto. I think it's Power Bracer is the attack one. I'm forgetting it offhand, really, because the only one I typically do is speed. Because, you know, Trick Room, it's a decent mode for it. Even though I don't play Trick Room well, it's like, that's the common one. Usually for attack, mostly it's on like Fluttermane, because there weren't a lot of good special attackers when I was playing in tournaments actively. It was like Fluttermane and Chiyu, and you don't breed those. And I don't think I ever competed with, no, that's a lie. I used A9. A9 I did as a breed for. Actually, no, I caught a Vulpix, actually, that happened to have the 0 IV, so I didn't even need to breed that one down either. That was like the one time I've ever just coincidentally caught it, besides with Fungus, where on my second catch, I caught the 0 IV on Fungus, before I hunted for Dittos. And that's why, that was like the one mon that, pre-Ditto hunting that I needed the speed on, and I just used Fungus typically as a parent, and I just chain bred off of that until. But yeah, no, breeding can be a hassle, but they have made it pretty easy to where you can breed a team really well thanks to the new egg move changes. And it only takes like probably like 2 hours if I want to get a full team. The issue being is I'm not doing that for 30 Pokemon when half of these Pokemon will not be seeing the light of day after this challenge. Perfect. Monograss. This is what I needed. It's not even like an advantageous matchup or anything. It's just a neutral matchup against another person who clearly is just on the ladder to fuck around and have fun. This is what I needed. Unironically, Iron Leaves might fuck me. That and Ogerpon in tandem might fuck me over. But we're going to get past that. It's fine. Honestly, Tailwind mode goes kind of crazy here. The issue being is Whimsicott actually could pose kind of a bit of an issue. Am I going to release them to Water Trade? No, I'm not going to release them to Water Trade because they are hacked Pokemon. I don't want to give them out to other people. If I'm going to use hacked Pokemon, I'm at least not going to distribute hacked Pokemon. At least not to people who are unknowing of it. Like, I have a bot as well. That's where I got all my Pokemon off of. I run my own bot. But, like, those are people who all know the Pokemon are not legitimate. It's off of a bot. But I'm not going to just release them to random people who don't know if they're legit or not. That'd be kind of cruel. We're going to go with Drifloon Lead, though. I do kind of need Drifloon Lead. And I think I'm going to go with... I think I am just going to go with Bramble. Because at least Bramble could put up enough pressure offensively turn 1. And I'll go with Typhlosion in the back. Typhlosion's kind of needed here. And then I'll go with Flutter Mane. I don't think I could set up Spectrier against this team. Especially not with the Whimsicott. I'm not even going to try to. And Decidueye is not good against Monograss. It's good defensively, but it's not good offensively. It won't deal real damage. Actually, so I guess, no, because I won't even want to Tera it for, like, Tera, because I'm Tera Water. Recently, I made a Trick Room team with Furrig, Samurai Body Press Archaludon, and Loaded Dice, Bullet Seed, and Mungus. That's actually so fucking funny. Holy shit. So that reminds me a lot of how, like, a lot of Japanese players run Amoonguss, because they go for offensive Amoonguss. It's specifically, like, I think it's literally dubbed Japan Amoonguss. It's like Life Orb, Dual Stab, Dual Stab, and then Spore, and it's either Rage Powder or Protect, usually. Occasionally you'll find Follow Me as well. Not Follow Me, Foul Play. But typically, again, it's just that really aggressive offensive Amoonguss. They're always Life Orb or Focus Sash. And it always comes up from, like, one random player at Worlds from Japan. And it is always funny. It finds its way into every Worlds, pretty much. On, like, one player's team or two. And it will never not be funny. I'm going to be honest. It will never not be funny. I'm going to go for Tailwind here. And then I'm going to go for Poltergeist or right into Ogerpon. I love the girly, but she needs to die. Girly Pond is not ransacking my team. She's not running away with this matchup because she's not on my team. I didn't get to run Girly Pond because she's not a ghost type. And yeah, she's going to go for fire right away. Fun stream live. Got to put my daughter down for bed. Have a good night. You as well, Nick. Thank you for stopping by. And hopefully you have a wonderful rest of your night. Alright, so yeah. So Ogerpon's going to cook. Ogerpon will objectively cook turn 1. They're going to go for Sunny Day. Okay, so perfect. So unless they're going for my Drifblim, I'm kind of set. They're going to go for Ivy Cudgel here. Please beat a Bramble. Oh, thank God I just need a Bramble because Bramble got the Focus Sash and we will get a nice speed advantage. I can sneak later on and we're gonna cook. We're gonna cook through this scene. Poltergeist will murder the Ogerpon at +1. I'm super sad. I'm so glad I didn't go with Loaded Dice. I almost went with Loaded Dice Bullet Seed actually, but for this matchup in particular, I could not risk. Bullet Seed always gets used on my own arch, and it's always very funny. Oh, right, I didn't even think about that. That's actually super clutch. I did that actually pretty recently with Mousehold, with Pop Bomb on the channel. I think it was one of the vids I recorded over a vacation. The team itself was like, you know, it was like 60% win rate, but in the video it kind of bombed. It was really unfortunate, but like it's kind of a fun team. I like it a lot. They're gonna go for Leafeon. Okay, Chlorophyll Leafeon is kind of a problem because that mon actually does outpace me. I need to go for Icy Wind here, just for speed control, and I'm gonna go for Shadow Sneak, just to get a hit off, and I'll go for that into Leafeon. No, I'll go for it into Whim, actually, just in case it's Sash. Getting to break a Focus Sash will be kind of nice here. And then, yeah, Whim takes about half. I'll take it. They're gonna go for Tailwind here, meanwhile. So, yeah, now they will definitely outpace. My Icy Wind means nothing, but I'm kind of okay with that, because, again, I just need to make sure that I can get a nice advantage. We'll lose Bramble, which makes sense. They're gonna probably try and avoid priority, which is good for them. But it's fine. It's fine. We will prosper. I'm gonna go into... So their speed drops. I'm curious the speed comparison here. I think I might have an automatic outpace. Leafeon. Let's see. So we'll go for Jolly. -1 with Tailwind. And Sun. So that hits 428. Typhlosion. With Tailwind up. It just barely outpaces, even if they're Jolly. Oh my goodness. I love how the speed modifiers work. It's always so fucking funny because that -1 going before or after would make all the difference right there. And it works so fucking well. I'm so glad. Shout out to speed multipliers. Okay, great. So Typhlosion cooks. Typhlosion absolutely cooks. We'll go for Icy Wind just in case anything lives, and we're gonna go for Terra Fire Eruption. I'm gonna clear 3 Pokemon off the board right away that were kind of annoying to do. And Fluttermane being in the back doesn't matter because it's just here to kind of secure the game for us because they had, in theory, a Sun team. But they also have a Rain team, to be fair, in theory, because Ludicolo. But they, in theory, had a Sun team too, and I just need to be prepared for it. Even with Ludicolo in the back, it's fine because it will be a neutral Pokemon because they burned Terra. They cannot get their resistant Terra now, which is why I needed to kill the Ogerpon early on. And it's looking up. It's looking up for us, in all honesty. They've given us the keys, and we fucking drove with them. We are cooking. Okay, perfect. So Whimsicott is dead, and Typhlosion has gotten us an ice. This is a very cleaned game at this point. My opponent cannot do anything about it. Barring a random Scarfer in the back that outpaces Typhlosion, I don't think they have one on the roster. Because it's like Ludicolo, which is 70. Iron Leaves. Oh, you know what? Booster could actually do it. Booster Leaves could pick up my team of its booster speed, and that actually could be kind of a problematic mon. It's attack. Okay, thank fuck. Yeah, we win. We'll go for Icy Wind for good measure, and I'll go for Eruption here, and we get the nice 3-0 win right there. I just realized Drifloon is a little mouth. Like, I know it had that mouth the whole time, but just, it really sit on, like, it just saddled. I'm not, what the fuck was that thing? It just sat with me. Like, it's a little flat line, and it makes sense, but I've just never noticed it. I've never noticed it before. I thought the mouth just was, like, completely, like, meshed over, and you just never noticed it unless it opened its mouth. It was kind of cool. Alright, so we got nice 12 win. A nice 12 Pokemon out of 30 that have wins. There's a whole 2 rows of our box that have now gotten a single win. We'll take that. That's actually super good, because a lot of these Pokemon were so fucking annoying. Okay, perfect. So let me exit out really quickly just so I can organize my box. And we'll get in 1 game, maybe 2 more. They gave us the keys and we drove it straight into the sunset like a classic stereotypical. Exactly. You get it. You get the analogy I was going for there, Cat. Perfect analogy. Okay, so we gotta move up Typhlosion. We have Drifloon already, and we gotta go with Bramble. So our next team should definitely be Trick Room oriented. We have a lot of potential Trick Room Pokemon. I could keep Decidueye on for that actually. Let me go with Clicker. Let's go with Chandelure. Chandelure is a very unique Pokemon. We get a lot of still potential item still out of that. And it's just a nice Trigger Room abuser. And I think it'd be kind of cool. We'll go with Trevenant, because that's, again, it's another difficult Pokemon. If I'm going to go with Trevenant, I will actually swap off the Decid here. And I think we'll go with Golurk, because Golurk could kind of cook. Golurk's a cooker. And we'll go with Dirge. Yeah, Dirge actually gives us a nice Trick Room line. I know it's very competitive with Chandelure here. But it's the defensive Terras here that I think will help a lot, because I will probably Terra Fairy Dirge with that sort of line if I bring those 4. And I think they can cook. I think I can cook. Thank you, Zeke. Thank you, Zeke, for promoting the special emotes you get with a channel membership. For just a couple dollars a month, you get some nice bonus emotes like the ones that Zeke is using in chat right now. So for anyone who wants to, you also get to pull. We did pull our monotype actually for, well, I gave the channel members first dibs on choosing the monotypes that we could use. I didn't get any nominations, but obviously for the future that will still be the same. Get some nice bonus content as well. I think for $3 a month, I feel like it has a lot to offer, especially now that we're streaming again. So yeah, with that said, game number 8. Cooking Scarlet. Scarlet is always like the one annoying thing for Monoghost. It's probably the most annoying ghost type we can fight, actually. I would argue way more annoying than Fluttermane. Like, Scarlet is up there because it causes a lot of issues with like immunities. It matches up very positively into nearly every Pokemon I have. Like even Fluttermane can get Muscle Pass after Terra. Scarlet will still beat most of them with Terra, even if I Terra. Golurk thankfully does actually help a lot with this, and it is kind of like the big saving grace mon here because I can just smash it with Poltergeist and not give a fuck. With that in mind, though, I do need a line. I need a line here. Unfortunately, I don't think I can bring all 4. Actually, I could bring all 4. Because they're gonna not lead off with Dual Ghost, actually. I feel very confident in this. We'll go with Dirge, actually. I think Dirge could be a nice, like, early game on. We'll go with Shandy to sweep. I think Shandy's a cleaner with, like, Terra Grass could kind of cook. So barring a Dual Ghost lead, I'm kind of okay with this, actually. Dual Ghost is the scariest lead they could do. But I think they're going to lead off with their Shifu, actually. They're going to either lead off with, like, Urshifu or it's, like, fucking Greninja. And the reason I say Greninjas, I think it could be a decent option with like potential to catch Terra if they go with like Flutter Mane Gren. I think it could maybe catch my Terras defensively. Greninja Urshifu. Oh, that is so perfect. And they're Rapid Strike Urshifu too. Meaning that I actually get so much mileage out of this turn, it's not even funny. I'm going to go for Terra Fairy on Dirge. Let me actually double check if my Dirge can take that with Terra Fairy. Let's see. Skeledirge versus Urshifu Rapid Strike. We'll go for Terra Water. Not in the sun. Okay, that was going to say. That was a very misleading calc. We still chew. We fucking chew. And we'll go for Trick Room here. Because I don't think a Gren is going to kill him, I'm going to be honest. We'll go for Terra Fairy. And I'm going to go for my fucking Torch Song. We're going to start boosting up. We're going to start boosting. And I'm going to also kill the Greninja. Well, not kill the Greninja, but I'll do a lot to it. Because they're going to go for a Dark move. They're going to probably go for Dark Pulse into something. Most likely the Trevenant. I just don't think it'll kill Trevenant. Because it is a fairly bulky Pokemon, especially defensively. It'll do a lot. I think it's just going to proc my Agua Vessel. I should see that. Greninja. Greninja Dark Pulse? Yeah, Greninja Dark Pulse does not kill. Even with Protean. And they're going for Ice Beam anyway. Ice Beam might actually kill. Oh, never mind. They're going for Icy Wind. Oh, that is so much weaker. And we're going for Trick Room too, so that works very well for us. Do a Mono Fire Run in black in front of Full Odd Shiny Liquid at the same time some time ago, the third Full Odd Shiny in the game. Oh my goodness, that's incredible. Congratulations. Dirge didn't even bring me to half. Well, the Urshifu didn't even bring me to half. That's leading me to believe there are probably some sort of like Scarf Urshifu there. I'm very okay with this. Extremely okay with this, in fact. Trevenant is about to cook their team right now. Okay, this is perfect. I can just go for Torch again into Gren, claim my kill, and then I can go for the, I just go for the Horn Leech into Urshifu, and again, just kind of claim my kill. So I'm okay with that. Actually, my Trevenant should be slower, right? My Trevenant's minus speed, my Dirge isn't. Please tell me that's the case. Please tell me that's the case. Skeledirge. Skeledirge is not minus speed, it's just defensive. And my Trevenant is minus speed. Okay, yeah. And Trevenant definitely is a lower base anyway. I can just go for the dual target into there or Urshifu, actually. Just to guarantee I pick it off. I think it's a safer option. Also helps with Terra. Fuck, okay, that did not work out well at all. That really did not work out well at all. Holy fuck. Could not have been a worse turn, I'm gonna be honest. Okay. So I got a little carried away there. Actually, to be fair, this isn't the worst. Because them having Greninja around. Oh, never mind, the Rock Slide. Okay, yeah, I definitely want Greninja to stay around because that mod is so bad against me if it's gonna be clicking moves like this. Oh, I just realized they have leftovers Greninja too. Yeah, I'm fine with Greninja staying around. That's a weak Pokemon. We're gonna go for this. This should literally account for any Terra Dragon, well, non-Terra Dragon Terra typing they can go for. And pretty much everything will be super effective, or at least neutral, and taking a +2 neutral Torch Song will still fucking hurt. So I'm kind of fine with this. Even without the offensive investment, I should be fine with this. Oh, you're not right. My Dirge is defensive. That's why Dirge did nothing to Gren, even with the Ice typing. That makes sense. It was pre-boost too. Okay, I get that. Urshifu should definitely die though. I have a very offensively invested Trevenant. I think I'm like Adamant 116, I want to say. What's my Trevenant? No, it's... Oh no, that wasn't the set I wanted. That was definitely not the set I wanted. Oh no. Oh no, never mind. I went with Terrify, that's right. I forgot to change that. Okay. I forgot about that. Because initially I went for like a much more convoluted spread and just realized I could just go with Terrifier. Okay. Thank God. Really thought I fucked up my spread for a second, but it didn't. Okay. That is okay. That is fine, yeah. Okay. Perfect. Okay. So we're okay. We're doing fine. Greninja's still doing no real damage. Trevenant and Skeledirge are both about to get numbers 13 and 14. Crit mattered. Yes, crit definitely mattered there. Well, also, welcome to the stream, Thomas. How are you doing today? What's my opponent going to go into, actually? Ogrepon. Okay, Ogrepon is kind of scary. I can't lie. Terrifying Caramon. Cornerstone actually does put up some decent pressure against my team. But thankfully, with these two in particular, I can put some decent pressure into it. I can just Torch Song and Horn Leech. And again, that accounts for Terra Rock. Because if they're pre-Terra, then my best play is to go for Torch Song. And if it's post-Terra, then +3 Torch Song will kill in tandem with Horn Leech, and I'll be okay either way. They might just go for Spiky. I'm kind of okay with that too. Not really concerned with Gren anyway. And even if I lose my Trick Room, I honestly, Golurk kind of cooks at this point. You predict Spiky? Well, unfortunately, I think they went for the offensive move here because they did not follow me or the Spiky Shield. I think they went for Ivy Cudgel. which is mostly the reason I went for that play, just to ignore. For what it's worth, I also thought they would go for Spiky, actually, but I made the play because Ogerpon is, like, actually that big of a threat to my team offensively that I couldn't let them do it. Because the second they got up Ogerpon without Trick Room, I actually was in a position where I could maybe lose the game. So I just needed to make sure that I was okay. Golurk, more like Goatlurk. Yeah, so Golurk would have actually kicked ass this matchup because of the mons they brought, but unfortunately they're just not letting it play in. So Golurk will just kind of be sitting in the back, which is good because of the fact that Golurk isn't going to get its win wasted in this game, but it's bad because this was a great Golurk matchup. They are going to bring in their last Pokemon here, though. I have no clue what it will be. They're probably just going to forfeit anyway, though, because Trevenant Skeletors will just sweep their whole team at this point. Like, I could just go for a Hornleech into Gren, and then I can just go for a... Well, actually, I can just go for a Poltergeist into Flutter, barring a booster set. Yeah, if they're not boosted, I can just go for that. Nope, they're boosted. Okay, yeah, I have to go for Torsong. That's still fine. They can be Terra anyway, so that's probably the better button to click, to be fair. How many turns to Trick Room? 1 turn. Okay. They're probably just going to go for, I'll go for Hornleech here into Gren, and I'll go for Torch Song here. They're going to probably click Protect on Fluttermane and just Preserve, which is, honestly, that's fine. This actually is weirdly enough where Golurk will be the most useful, because by killing Greninja, I can get into a situation where that Fluttermane now will drop, guaranteed, because they can't kill Golurk with Gleam. And even if Golurk just has to be an option to threaten the redirection there, it's a Pokemon that will guarantee get off a strong physical attack into that Pokemon. Fluttermane will, unfortunately, probably claim a kill on both of my Pokemon. Or even if Trevenant doesn't die. Actually, Trevenant is very Spadef, but even if it doesn't die, which is very likely to be fair, they still have Terra intact, so Terra Fairy Gleam could be kind of a problem. But I can't go for the stronger option being Poltergeist here, which is really the unfortunate thing. I could have maybe slacked off to get around that, but I'd rather just win the game in all honesty, you know, get my wins where I can. Especially with more impressive diff too, because we're not going to see this that often. Like the 4-0s, we've only gotten one other 4-0. And with Monotype, it will not happen in later tiers. But it is what it is. That's still fine. My opponent is going to probably just go for Terra Fairy Gleam and just pick off at least my Dirge. They're not going to Terra. They do still pick off Dirge, but they don't pick off my Trevenant, and it's going to get the nice Citrus recovery and also the Hornleech recovery, which is great. And then I can just go into Golurk, and Golurk will at least, again, it's a nice Pokemon to threaten a guarantee kill, because the Banded Golurk will massacre this. There's no world where it doesn't. The Hornleech does about half. That is great. They can't even kill my Trevenant, actually, which is super funny. Trevenant kind of cooked, I can't lie. Let's see. So what is the harder... Actually, you know what? No, I actually want to pop Chandelier and Trick Room. Golurk will come out. Golurk still does really demand the Shadow Ball. And I'd rather save Chandelier for like a real Trick Room game. Like on the lead Trick Room game sort of thing. So I'll go for Hornleech here. And I'll go for High Horsepower here. Because I'm no guard, so I don't have to worry about accuracy. So I'm not going to click Ice Punch. I'm just going to High Horsepower. They're going to go for Shadow Ball here into the Trevenant. That's fine. I don't even know if it'll kill. It does kill. Okay. I got a little cocky there, but it's fine. We're still going to cook. And Golurk will still absolutely cook here. Golurk gaming. Perfect. Great way to end off the stream. Great way to end off the stream. We literally got through half the Pokemon today. As we still have the other half to go through. We still also have to get to Master Ball. But that's fine. Ideally, starting next week, we can get up to 2 streams a week. I will say, though, next week will be a little bit more chaotic because I do not have my normal work schedule. So we're going to kind of have to see what happens. Next stream will be on Tuesday, and then I will have another one on Friday, assuming that I can get that Friday. If not, then it will be whenever my next day off is. But at minimum, the 12th will be our next stream. And then starting the week of the 21st, hopefully we'll be back on 2 streams. Actually, the 21st week will probably ideally have 3 streams that week, because I'll have the 21st, the 22nd, and I'm also taking off the 23rd from work. But one of those streams is going to be Cudgel Cup, actually. We'll be doing our monthly Cudgel Cup. We're bringing that back once a month, though, not once a week. So we have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more attempts to make Master Ball. We're already at, I think we're at Pokeball 5 after this. Let me double check. Let me back out and double check before I sort. Rank battle. Let me see. We'd be at, nope, so we're rank 4 still. But that's decent progress. That's decent progress. So we're rank 4 out of 10. Once we get to Ultra Ball, we can at least lock Ultra Ball, which is huge. And we've cleared through half the mandatory board. So we used Dirge, we used Golurk, and I will say as well, we cleared through a lot more of the fringe Pokemon too, which is that's also really good. Because some stuff that I was very confident in, like Dirge is actually pretty decent right now. It's on an uphill tick, and that's a mon that was decent. These three are obviously all meta relevant. Ape is pretty meta relevant. Legion is decent, but not meta relevant. Sableye is pretty good. But like some stuff like Poltegeist though, or like Drifloon and Typhlosion, like these are Pokemon I was worried about getting wins with, and we've already gotten them, which is decent. I think unironically in this back half, the hardest Pokemon I get a win with will be the Houndstone. Houndstone or Mischievous for sure. I think will be the not Mischievous, Mismagius. Those two will be like the two hardest. We do still have some shitters. We have some absolute shitters. We still have some MVPs, like Oricorio will actually be really good with Terra. And that's going to be kind of like a nice Master Ball lure, I think. And it will do really well in those upper tiers, especially with Terra Fairy. Or like Scarlet is just a huge cooker. This mon will absolutely just shatter teams. So we still have some power that we can go through that we have not even explored yet. Or again, like Punching Glove, Dusknoir. This is really just so I can overlap with Golurk on Trick Room and not have to worry about item clause. But like this is a cooker. This is again another cooker. So we still have some decent options for next stream. So we'll be live on the 12th. We'll be live then. I'm going to take the time to record some videos. Videos will go back up tomorrow. We're bringing in Nam finally tomorrow. I'm going to really quickly make probably like a snack. I'm going to make a snack and then go to recording. Best of luck making it Masterball. I'm gathering my strength to try again after stuck in Ultra Ball. Best of luck to you too, Thomas. Good luck with making Masterball. If you guys enjoyed though, make sure you leave a like on the stream and subscribe for more. Also consider becoming a channel member. It's a nice couple dollars a month. You get some bonus content. You get to choose options for polls. And with that said, I will see you guys tomorrow for our next stream. Well, for our next video, I should say. Until then, have a wonderful night and peace out, guys.